Hi everyone, it's Rax. I spent my second day going for the GR150 solo demon hunters, so we're 450 keys in and we have about 7 boss spawns. Last week I showed you a video explaining my whole setup and showing the heartbreaking loss we had from the snowball bouncing the wrong way. And we have another really bad heartbreaker this time, and let me show you how it went. So I zone into this festering and I notice 2 problems right away. First of all, the mob type is big booties, which is terrible mob type. It's going to be super hard for me to kill them. I can kill the little spiders quite easily, but the big ones are the only ones that are worth any progression, and the only way that I'm going to kill them is either with a seasonal buff or a conduit. So I was honestly thinking about just turning around and leaving just from that. And also, this festering is not a 4-corner, which is the best kind of festering that has a big square right in the middle of the map. I can see how this festering turns to the right, and so there's no chance for it to be a 4-corner anymore. But I'm a glutton for punishment, and honestly, I'm sick of just throwing away keys, so we'll try this very subpar festering and see what we can do. So the idea is to get some seasonal stacks, use the seasonal buff to kill these big spiders, and kind of go into the next seasonal buff with a bunch of more stacks and keep building that up over and over and over to continuously hit the spiders and the elites, hopefully spawn a conduit, and then we'll be good. So we have meteors at the beginning. I'm very happy to see that. As you can see, they wipe out all the big spiders and they hurt the elites. They killed 47 monsters for us, so we're in a very good position. The next thing I want to do is go forward and bring all this stuff back to a good spot where we can throw our second seasonal buff. One place that makes a lot of sense for that is on the bridge. So I'm going to spend this entire time not really worrying about my damage, but bringing all of this stuff to the bridge, and hopefully we'll throw either a tornado or a sideways snowball, and it's just going to destroy everything. The meteors wouldn't be bad either. So we're bringing everything forward, and now that most of the stuff is here, we can take some time to kill some of the little spiders so we can have more stacks when we throw the next seasonal buff. So we're already at 50 stacks, not bad. Getting close to 70 here. Beautiful. So this should hit pretty hard. We just need something good. So I'm just going back and forth, making sure that all the elites, as many of them as I can get, are going to be on the bridge. And here we are, throwing a 76 stack buff. I see the red, so the red indicates it's either going to be a firewall or, worst case scenario, nothing, which is just what we had. So unfortunately, there is a huge chance, and I can tell you this because I've already tried 450 keys, there's a huge chance that you will just not get a seasonal buff. I was talking to my chat about it. A lot of people doing solo pushes have seen the same thing, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. One theory was it has to do with cheat death. Well, a lot of the people that it's happening to are playing a class or aren't using a passive that has a cheat death, so that's not it. It's just sometimes it just doesn't fire, unfortunately. So that not firing has actually set me back tremendously, and it's pretty much time to leave the Rift. To be honest with you, I don't even know why I continued. Maybe hoping for a conduit or trying to get lucky. But this is looking pretty bad. But anyway, we're here. We're in a festering. Let's bring it forward. Let's see what the next one does. We only have 54 stacks here, so it's not going to be anything amazing. And if I can get a ton of these big booties in a corner or something, then maybe if I can kill a ton of them, we will be able to spawn a pylon. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here is let's get them over here in this corner. Here comes the seasonal buff, and let's see what we get. And here we are, and we have the beam. The beam is really good. So you see I'm kind of like Goku, just kamehamehaing all the spiders down, barbecuing them, and we've killed 50 big spiders so far, 54, and that gave us a pretty good chunk of our bar. So I'm happy with that. Conduit one time, power Rip. Well, this is pretty much over. Let me check next. Put me out of my misery. It's a festering. It's a summoner charger festering. So now I'm just shaking my head. Well, I guess I have to try. Okay, well, not really sure what I'm going to do here. I don't think, even if I have the best summoner festering in the world and I have a conduit, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish on the map unless I get some more progression here. So I just decided to take the power and, I don't know, try to kill some more of these spiders. Maybe I can get lucky and kill an elite if we can get some meteors or some twisters or something. And let's get some more progression before we go next. So we're here just zapping away the big spiders. Now that I have a power pylon, now I can actually deal some damage. So we're already up to 91 stacks. Happy to see that. Give me a good seasonal buff. And let's at least kill a bunch of spiders, if not an elite. 104 stacks, here we go. And we have a snowball. All right, well, I guess if it hits the elites, we're going to be good. That cultist up there is really, really badly hurt. So if we can get lucky and get this snowball to go back. Okay, so that was a perfect bounce, and okay, it's dead. So, all right, sometimes lucky. That was ridiculously good. All right, well, I have a 107 stack snowball barreling down this map. I'm not going to leave until it's done rampaging through everything because it's pretty much just going to one-shot anything it touches. I feel like I got pretty good value there, and now I'm happy to go next. Now, Summoner Charger is much better because it has even more little tiny creepy crawly things that I can kill to get more seasonal buffs. And hopefully we can get enough progression to spawn another pylon. And hopefully that pylon is a conduit. We'll nuke down 6 elites with the conduit and then spawn the boss and win. That's the plan. So, just attacking, trying to get all the stuff down. We've got 62 stacks. We've got a couple bulls here, but I don't want to throw a seasonal buff on like 5 bulls. I want to throw it on something meaningful. So let's move forward here. There's a bunch of more summoners. I don't have much time. I'm looking for any elite, and I see out of the corner of my eye there's a little blue over here. Enslaved Nightmares. All right, sure, why not? So bringing everything over here, let's spawn the thing over here. The dark tone indicates to me that meteors are coming. I'm happy with that. And let's see what they can do for us. And they do pretty darn well. 39 kills with the meteors. It looks like the Enslaved Nightmares are half dead. I am super happy with that. And so let's grab the stuff from the past and bring it forward. Again, I'm very, very unsure about my progression here. I essentially need 60% still from this map. And that's a lot to ask, even with a conduit, even with nuking down 6 elites. That's a lot to ask. So I am going to take the time to bring it forward. And I'm happy to kill, again, the little monsters to make my stacks go up. So the next seasonal buff that I throw is even stronger. So we're climbing up into the 70s. A 70 stack seasonal buff is going to be pretty strong. Let's move up here and see what we have. We have a bridge. I really like to throw the seasonal buffs on the bridges. And notice how I don't sit on the middle of the bridge. I keep pulling. And I don't want to go to the middle of the bridge until the seasonal buff is actually ready to activate, because then there's going to be 10,000 affixes there. So you see, I don't stop in the middle of the bridge. I pull from the other side, and then I pull from this side. I don't want the monsters to know what I'm up to until it's ready to throw the seasonal buff. And here we are. I face the wall to try to throw a sideways snowball. And sometimes, lucky, we got a sideways snowball. You can tell it's kind of just destroying everything in the middle by all the little fireballs that you see there. And it killed the Enslaved Nightmares for us. So that was super high value. And the snowball is rolling off into the sunset the wrong way. Thank you, Mr. Snowball, for your help. Let's go forward and see what we have here. Oh, we have a conduit. Yes, okay, we can win now. So I want to bring everything toward the conduit, and once again, I am not convinced that I'm going to be able to get 50% progression. There's only going to be 5 elites left on this map with just the conduit. So I'm going to continuously pull all this little trash that I can over here. We're going to throw a seasonal buff. We're going to put these elites by the conduit. Then we're going to go to the end of the map and bring the end of the map up here. And then we're going to hopefully have 1,000,000 stacks and spawn the boss. And I do not have a stricken, so the only way we kill the boss is with the seasonal buff. And it must be preferably a snowball or tornadoes. For a snowball, I'm going to need like probably at least 80 stacks. For tornadoes, I'm going to need more like 150, which is a lot to ask. The screen is turning dark. I like that. It means it's meteors. Here come the meteors. I hope they kill a lot of stuff. I need it to kill the trash so my conduit is more effective because the conduit has a maximum number of targets. It kills 48 little trash around there. I'm very happy. Let's go to the end and see what we have. So we have a bunch of little trash at the end. Now, I have an interesting problem here, or an interesting thing that I need to solve for. On one hand, I don't want to kill every single little trash because after I take the conduit, I want to have as many stacks as possible for the boss. But at the same time, if I leave all of this trash alive, my conduit will be ineffective and I won't spawn the boss at all. Again, look how much of the bar I still have to finish here. So I'm trying to ride a little balance here. I'm trying to kill some of the trash, but not all of it. And you see me leaving the rest of it there. And then I'm going for more of the high value mobs over here. Trying to pull everything from every corner. Again, I'm still a little worried about the progression, but I think we'll be okay. I want the yellow to come forward, but I don't want the trash from at the end to come because we'll get that at the end. And we're about to throw a big seasonal buff. This is going to be a 100 stack seasonal buff. Let's see what we get. And I'm very happy to try to kill these high HP mobs. Let's see what we get here. We've got a beam. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. So now I can essentially cook all of these bulls and hurt them very badly, and the conduit will take care of the rest. So that was a 74 stack beam. That's amazing. And now it's all just in the Rift's hands. Now we're just going to zap everything with the Condi and pray that we've got enough. Already have 100 stacks. I love to see that. So the snowball will definitely be good enough. If we're lucky enough, if we get 150 plus, we will be in tornado territory as well to kill the boss. So just electrocuting everything. I look at my progression bar. I'm good to take all of these orbs, and we should be in a really good spot. We've got 30 seconds of conduit left. It should be just enough. We planned it very well to get the boss up on time. Now I think we're probably going to need to kill some of these bulls, but probably not the elite is necessary. We shouldn't need the orbs over there. So at 97%, I'm happy to move forward, and let's get some of that little itty-bitty trash that we left. And it looks like we're going to spawn with about 190 stacks. This is amazing. All we need are twisters or a snowball, and it's over. Dismiss the Templar and go to the door. We're going to throw it sideways and pray. We need twisters or a snowball one time, but the screen is turning dark. We have meteors. You can see the power of 190 meteors are able to get him below 50%. That's it. That's all she wrote. Heartbreaking. Every Friday, guys, all day, we will continuously go for this, and we'll get it down one of these days, but it's heartbreaking. Just nothing else to do but try again. Thank you so much for watching.